Airport chaos is its own special kind of madness. People sprinting, bags tumbling, security lines twisting forever. Now, imagine that chaos. But everyone's armed with hacks from the internet. There's always a new tip promising to make your next trip a breeze. But let's be honest. Some are genius, some are disasters. The internet is full of airport hacks: skip security, get upgrades, beat baggage fees, find cheap food, board faster. But here's the problem: some of these so-called genius hacks have terrible reviews, and a few could make your journey worse. So today, we're putting the worst reviewed and most questionable airport hacks to the test. Which ones actually work, which are nonsense, and which should you never try? Stay until the end, because we're ranking every hack from genius to never again. Buckle up. I'm Isaiah Lagalagi, and today, we're diving straight into the mayhem, one hack at a time. Let's see which shortcuts are worth your time, and which you should leave behind with your overpriced neck pillow. Ready? Let's go. Let's kick things off with the classic empty water bottle hack. Bring an empty bottle through security, fill it up at a fountain on the other side. Easy way to save money, right? But sometimes those airport fountains are barely working, or the water tastes questionable. Not every terminal even has a working fountain, and sometimes your only option is a sketchy bathroom tap. So, while this hack can save you money, it's not always as convenient as it sounds. Is saving a few bucks worth the hassle and taste test roulette? I've seen people chugging water in the security line or dumping it out. Never a great look. The empty bottle hack seems smart until you're the one holding up the line, frantically unscrewing your cap. For me, I'm a little bit of both. Sometimes I bring a bottle, sometimes I just buy water. Ultimately, this hack is mostly genius if you're willing to gamble on airport fountains. If you're picky or hate hassle, maybe skip it. Next up, overpackers. This one's for you. The hack: wear your heaviest clothes through security to dodge baggage fees. Jackets on jackets, 2 pairs of jeans, hiking boots. If it's on your body, it's not in your carry-on. Genius in theory, but unless you're flying to the Arctic, it gets hot, fast. I've seen people sweating, peeling off layers, looking like they just ran a marathon. And once you're on the plane, good luck stuffing all those jackets somewhere. Security doesn't care how many layers you're wearing. If you set off the metal detector, you're getting pulled aside. No one wants to be the person holding up the line because you wore your whole closet. If you're traveling light, it can work. Backpackers pull it off with style. They roll up jackets after security, shove them in a backpack and go. But most of us, we end up hot, uncomfortable, and regretting our choices. Pros: you might save cash. Cons: you'll be sweaty, uncomfortable, and possibly the subject of side eyes. It's a hack that works, but at what cost? My verdict: only try this if you absolutely have to. Otherwise, maybe just pay the fee or pack smarter. Sometimes convenience is worth a few extra dollars. This one's wild stuff: a pillowcase with clothes and call it your travel pillow. The hack: sneak in a free extra bag, because technically it's just a pillow, right? Airlines are catching on. Gate agents know the trick, and if your pillow's bursting, you might have to pay up or repack on the spot. Nothing's more stressful than unzipping a pillowcase full of socks in front of a crowd. Plus, a pillowcase stuffed with jeans is not exactly comfortable. If the airline says no, you're back to square one. Now with everyone watching. If you want to try this, check your airline's baggage rules before you leave home. Some are strict, some don't care, some will just laugh. Is it worth the risk? Maybe, if you're desperate. But if you want to avoid stress, just pay for the extra bag or pack lighter. The book The Earliest Flight hack: fly out as early as possible to beat delays and crowds. Early flights are usually less crowded, and delays are rare. The planes and crews are already there. I've made it through security in record time on early flights, sometimes even getting my pick of overhead bin space. But waking up before sunrise is brutal, and you'll spend the day in a sleep-deprived fog. Public transportation might not even be running yet. It's a trade-off. Do you value sleep or a smoother airport experience? If you're willing to brave the early morning, this hack can pay off. But if you know you'll be a zombie, maybe book a bit later and accept a few more crowds. I'll take the early flight when I need to be somewhere on time. Otherwise, give me a little more sleep. Sometimes sanity is worth more than speed. Here's a weirdly specific hack: always choose the left security line. Supposedly, people naturally go right, so the left line moves faster. Sometimes it works, you breeze through. Other times, you're stuck behind a family unpacking everything. It's a gamble the internet doesn't mention. My advice: don't just blindly pick the left line, look at the people in each line. Business travelers with laptops, go for it. Kids in strollers, maybe not. The always go left hack is more about observation than superstition. Use your eyes, see which line is actually moving. Sometimes the best hack is just common sense. Don't be afraid to switch lines if you see one moving faster. We're all trying to get through security as painlessly as possible. Verdict: only genius if you pay attention. Classic myth: dress up and you'll get a free upgrade to first class. The theory is, look the part and the airline will reward you. But upgrades are almost always computerized and based on loyalty status, not your outfit. You could show up in a tuxedo, but unless you're on the upgrade list, you're still in seat 34B. Dressing smart can get you a little extra kindness from staff, maybe an extra snack, but a free ticket to the front, not likely. The real hack is building up those miles, or knowing someone at the airline. Dress for yourself, not for an upgrade. Take this tip with a grain of salt. This is one hack I swear by. Screenshot everything. Boarding pass, reservation numbers, hotel address, because Wi-Fi fails, apps crash and batteries die. I've seen people stuck at the gate, frantically searching for a boarding pass that won't load. Screenshots are your insurance policy. It takes 2 seconds and can save you a world of stress. Have your screenshots ready, and you're never at the mercy of airport Wi-Fi. You can zoom in, show security, or share info instantly. Especially if you're traveling internationally or switching airlines, you never know when you'll need that info. Screenshot everything. It's the one airport tip that's never let me down. For the thrill seekers, get to the airport as late as possible, skip the waiting, and breeze onto the plane. Sounds exciting, until you hit traffic, security is slammed, or your gate changes last minute. The risk? Missing your flight entirely. Airlines close doors early, and once they're shut, you're out of luck. No refund, no do-over, just an expensive lesson. Rushing through the airport, sprinting to your gate, sweating through your shirt, not a relaxing start. If you're checking bags, forget it. Most airlines cut off checked luggage 45 minutes before departure. Sometimes being early is boring, but it's better than missing your flight. Use the extra time to relax, grab a bite, or catch up on emails. If anything goes wrong, you've got a buffer. Unless you like living dangerously, stick to the recommended arrival times. Let's talk food. Airport prices are legendary, for all the wrong reasons. The hack: eat before you get to the airport. Simple, effective, and your wallet will thank you. I always try to grab a bite at home or bring snacks from outside. Not only is it cheaper, but you have way more options. Plus, you avoid the mad rush at the food court. Airport food is usually fast food, greasy, salty, and not what you want before a long flight. Packing your own snacks means you eat what you like, when you want, and save money. Solid foods are almost always fine through security. Just leave the soup at home. I've never had an issue bringing sandwiches, fruit, or granola bars. Eat before you go, or pack your own. It's one of the easiest ways to make your trip smoother and cheaper. Here's a sneaky one. Skip the chaos at departures and have your ride pick you up at arrivals. Departures is always jammed, but arrivals is usually calmer. I've used this trick, and it works, sometimes, but every airport is different. Some have security patrolling arrivals, moving cars along, or blocking pickups. If everyone does this, arrivals gets just as crowded. Always check your airport's rules before you try this. The last thing you want is your ride getting a ticket or towed. At smaller airports, this hack can be a lifesaver. At big hubs, it might add confusion. Coordinate with your driver, keep your phone handy, and double-check the rules. Let's bust another myth. Just ask for a free upgrade at the gate. The internet makes it sound so easy. Walk up, flash a smile, and suddenly you're sipping champagne in business class.